Will Slayer's boxer remain in Code S, or will he fall unceremoniously to Code A, have to pick up the Code A sea urchin?
Oh, yeah, the Code A sea urchin.
It's like, oh, it's sharp and slimy.
Could happen. I don't know. Now, Zenio, I do think is in better shape than Slayer's boxer. But, one thing that Slayer's boxer has more than anybody is stage experience. He always has fans backing him when he's playing. This guy, when he's playing StarCraft 1,
he's
would
clutch.
Get more hits than anybody else in esports.
Still does.
Yeah.
But on what you just said, I want to back up for a second. Like, the last seasons that we've seen Zenio, I've been very happy with his play. This last series, though, I feel like he missed the boat,
that
man.
Was
the
not
first
the
game,
Zenio we know.
He went roaches against a rush he should know was coming, and Alzerg should know you need to go speedling against.
Yeah.
Against someone who executes it correctly, you shouldn't be able to hold that with Roach Ling. That it just doesn't make sense. It's like what Czech Prime was doing 3 seasons ago when I was like, what are you doing? And then the second game, he didn't really impress me either. So I don't know if he's just off today. I don't know.
Man, everybody has their off days.
Yeah, we're going to have to see.
No matter what it is, man, whether it's you're nervous that day, you just can't focus, not casting that well that day, it happens, man.
It does happen.
It does happen.
We're going to have to see if he's going to show the Zenio that we all know and love against Slayer's Boxer. First map, Casus, is going to be Terminus Reed. Huge map. What will Slayer's Boxer have planned here?
I'm wondering. I don't think this is a map where you do too much tricky stuff, but then again, it's Slayer's Boxer playing, so I could very easily be wrong.
Well, Slayer's Boxer, I wouldn't be surprised from anything he shows me here. Double expand, all in. Who knows?
Who knows, man? TVZ, a tough matchup against a player like Zenio. This map should favor Zenio slightly. We'll be able to get those 3 bases up.
Yeah. I think this is Zenio's best matchup.
I think so.
For sure. I've been most impressed with his ZVT over his other matchups by far. So, here's to hoping. A good series, Tasteless. I think it's going to have to be because it has Slayer's Boxer in it.
Our other maps will be Shakras Plateau and then finally Zelnaga Caverns.
Pretty good map pool.
And the countdown has started, Artosis. There's no turning back now. With Taste and Artosis, Tastosis. Get ready for some more TVZ action here with the Emperor himself at the GSL. Our Zerk player who won the first series is back again. He is...
Ojes Tenio.
Yes. Now he's got to be feeling pretty bad from that previous series. Hopefully he's able to focus and pull through with this one. And this guy, a man who needs little introduction, if you know anything about esports, he is...
Slayer's Boxer.
Got a little Ninja Turtle green going on in those headphones.
Both players here are desperately wanting to go into Code S. Slayer's Boxer, it would be just kind of almost, I want to say, shameful if he falls here. He's the Emperor, Tasteless. He's the leader of his team. He's a legend in esports. He's had some great finishes in the GSL, and he's just making embarrassing. I was getting all excited. I'm like, what's he doing? But no, and then Zenio has basically been around Code S and done great games for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see Proxy. I think he's going to build that there to float it down.
Rex. Yeah.
I think he's going to make a barracks outside, and the drone sees both SCVs. And suddenly, wow. Talk about timing.
Talk about the universe bending to your will. Jeez,
it's not my will, Tasteless.
Oh, excuse me. To his will.
All right.
The thing is, I think he wanted to make 3 racks.
Maybe. I think one was for scouting. I think he was going to scout and just go 2 racks.
Yeah, it could be possible.
That's my thought.
We'll never know.
I'm going to ask him. Then we'll know.
Now we have the spawning pool and the extractor almost done. So basically, he should not die to whatever Slayer's Boxer's going to throw at him. You know?
Yeah, he's going to be completely fine. Nothing's going to happen with this rush. Xenio, of course, smartly changing his build.
Gotta say, I'm a little bit shocked to see Slayer's Boxer do a strategy like this on a map like this. You know? It's like...
Well, that's his bread and butter, Tasis, is doing stuff you absolutely do not expect.
Now he's backing up.
Zardy Zergling's out, speed on the way. Hatchery being made in the main base of Slayer's Boxer.
What is going on?
This is actually pretty cool.
What is going on?
Okay, this is what's going on. He's going to make Zerglings out of that hatchery and maybe even a queen. I've actually seen silly stuff like this from time to time. Now, can the Marines go up there and attack it? Well, if they do, the front is going to be attacked by Zerglings.
Xenio is about to out-boxer Slayer's Boxer, man. This is, like, actually the coolest thing I've seen.
I don't know if this is going to work, because Slayer's Boxer, he has that wall in. Now, of course, if he does end up killing the hatchery's going to have time to make at least a few lings, I think. And the broodlings are going to be pretty deadly. Zergling's desperately trying to get that barracks.
Now, they might actually just get this wall, get the barracks to go down. Nope.
It's too much damage from the Marines. Xenio canceling that hatchery, Tasteless.
Okay, well.
Decides, okay, this is not going to work.
We're unable to pull up that strat. He's going to go up for a Baneling bus.
Oh my god, Xenio.
Xenio, what happened, man?
What's going on, dude? You were such a good macro player. What is this?
The Automaton 2000 watches it all.
That's the Artosis bot.
Is that the Artosis bot? It could be the... Look, we need to get the Artosis bot and the Tasis bot in every GSL map.
Obviously. Even the ones that are like forest tile set. Why is this
I don't care if it's a desert map. For some reason, the Tasis bot and Artosis bot live there.
They're everywhere.
And I wanted to... The game automatically crashes if you try to kill them.
Good idea. Yep. Well, we see is expanding. You know, he's making Slayer's Boxer at least somewhat prepare for a Baneling bust. In fact, he's even killing that neutral depot.
That was from another Terran in a previous game that was played on this, but we weren't able to clean it up.
It's all that's left of Xenio's last Terran opponent on this map. Sad story that is.
You think these other hatches and the expansions are just going to be used to make Zerglings?
Nope. I think he's going to drone up like a crazy person because
the Baneling nest was spotted.
We've seen Xenio do this before where he makes a Baneling nest, lets Terran see it, and if Terran sees it, he's like, alright, no, I'm going to transition, I'm not going to just all in here. Notice how Slayer's Boxer's already made 3 bunkers. Notice how suddenly he's like, wait a minute. Are you being a sneaky snake? You sneaky snake. And Xenio says, sss, and he runs away. No, slithers away with his Zerglings.
Unless he's the snake with a lisp. He goes... Whatever, you know that's the funniest thing in the world. Snake with a lisp.
It's pretty funny.
Not gonna lie. Dude, that looks like a face down there, the Zelnaga watchtower. Look at his crazy eyes going around.
Oh yeah, it does.
And his big Zelnaga nose.
Handsome big Zelnaga nose.
Yes. Clearly it's fake.
Well, Xenio has his 3 hatches up. Slayer's Boxer going for 3 bases as well. This game has just been very, very weird cases. Both people trying to cheese each other multiple times and then switching out. Xenio doesn't know about that yet. Double factory. Now, will he go just tanks and Thors into a bionic kind of like Zenix Beyond has shown us many times that he likes? Or will he go mech? And it looks like he is, in fact, going to just do the Siege Tank Thor into Bionic. Very strong choice.
Armory on the way. All right, so he's basically going to go bio and get some Thors.
He's getting Blue Flame first.
Blue Flame?
Yeah.
The Blue Flame Hellions?
Yes. Those.
All right, Stim. You got to be careful when you have that tank lab on the outside.
Yeah. Well, unless he has Banelings or Roaches out here for some reason. And if Xenio made Roaches walk across the map, I think the least of Boxer's concerns is losing a stim upgrade.
All right, this Overlord will go down. He does. He's going to get to see the second factory. He does. He knows.
Well,
your death was not in vain,
Sherlock Overlord tasteless.
Yeah.
It's peeking in there.
That was not even Sherlock Overlord. That was an Overlord from Law and Order. He was like, 2 factories. Dun dun.
Puts his Overlord sunglasses on and dies. Some Banelings being taken out by these Hellions. Good micro on the Hellions.
All right, Boxer's moving out. And we got a Spine Crawler coming. You know, if Xenio's not careful, well, one thing's for sure, that Scorpion inside the hatchery at the expansion is not going to be around there for much longer. I really wonder, where does that Scorpion actually go when the hatchery finishes?
That's actually the drone that's lost its skin.
Ooh.
Yeah, someone told me that.
That's the drone. Oh, that is so interesting.
Yeah. And here Slayer's Boxer is. Where's his stem? He doesn't have it. Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Guess what, Tasteless? Uh-oh. And that's what we call uh-oh right there. Slayer's Boxer not having stem.
Was it not finished?
You know what?
I don't know. Get it? No, he stopped researching.
I think he might have lifted off the barracks or something.
Oh,
because that cancels the upgrade. I don't know how or why that happened, but he's actually switching into mech anyways, so that's fine. Look at that. 5 facts, double armory. Wow, 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 wow. He decided at some point to go mech instead. I'm very excited about this. I haven't seen any Terran go mech here in TVZ except for Jinro. I'd love to see Slayer's Boxer's take on it.
Well, one thing is that just seeing those 2 factories from our Law and Order Overlord is not going to be enough for him to assume pure mech. He's going to look at that and go, all right, he's going to get some Thors and just keep going Marine.
In fact, seeing that many Marines, seeing the tech lab going, in fact, Slayer's Boxer just started another upgrade at the tech lab as Zerling came up. I was watching that. I'm sorry you guys didn't see it, but he is actually just keeps showing upgrades there. So it looks like he's not going for just simply. Sorry, looking at something else. Looks like he is not going for mech. It looks like he's actually going for a bionic mech. Of course, that's going to force Xenio into things like Banelings. In fact, he's getting Baneling speed right now. It's pretty useless against mech. Drives are hitting Thors with Banelings. Enough to make a grown man cry. You know you net like minus 700 minerals and 300 gas? There's some guy on Twitter that keeps giving me all these crazy stats about GSL games.
I know.
Makes me sound so smart.
I love that. I love people that watch the show communicate with us on Twitter. By the way, add Artosis on Twitter. He's Artosis. And call me Tasteless.
Who's that?
That must be me.
Must be.
Must be.
I guess I'll call you Tasteless.
There's somebody who's made a fake Twitter account. Nick Plot Twitter. Who's terrible at pretending to be me.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought that was you. No. It's a little bit cooler
call
than
me Tasteless.
Well, a lot of mech going on. There's a lot of Thors out right now. Xenio taking the map and making 15 mutas at once. Wow. That's a lot of mutas. You know, Xenio's actually doing a really good job. He's sending Overlords everywhere, as you see. Little Overlord migrations. Hatcheries going up all over the place. In fact, I gotta check this. 83 drones against 70 SCVs.
You know, everything you're saying is interesting, but when I see that dish on top of the command center, all I want to know is how many TV stations they get in there. You know? Look at that. That's a pretty big dish. I bet it's one of those 300 channels, man.
Well, it matters what faction.
You might be able to watch Protoss TV on that stuff, man. You don't know.
That's a possibility, but I think it matters which faction you're with, because if you're a Mensk boy, I think you only get the station where it shows Mensk riding a horse all day.
You only get Fox News.
Well, a huge Thor timing is coming out.
And
I think he's just going to take another base with this, because this is just Thors and Blue Flame Hellions. A Nidus worm is being made right now, by the way.
Looks like they're going to meet in the Mako reactor in the center of the map.
The world is dying.
Now,
Thor is being split up.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's